What is going on YouTube? This is your boy here from Africa, man. I'm kind of excited for the fact that Amazon gave me back my Relay account. You know, back in February 2023, Amazon took away my Relay account, so I wasn't able to even see the logo. They completely took away my logo. One of my driver, maybe you guys already seen some of my videos that we do, like the DIY together. He got pulled out of service 3 times, guys, since he and I was working together for almost 10 months. I don't know. It's not because he don't know how to use an ELD, for the fact that he knew pretty much everything about the ELD. I wasn't even checking on it. So he and I was doing Amazon full-time back in November 2022 out of state, because that specific area, you know, Amazon pays pretty good out there. So we were kind of doing Amazon full-time. So sometimes he make like 7K and I make around the same thing, things like that. So I wasn't really keeping track of his ELD for the fact that he and I was over the road, right? You know, when I'm home, I'm able to kind of like
continue on the current road.
You know, look at ELD from the computer. You can do that from your phone, but I just feel like there's no need of macro point somebody who knows what he's doing. So my safety score went up really high. All right, so this is something I wanted to share that with you guys. If you're doing Amazon full time, or even if you're doing it part time, not just Amazon alone. I was also having a hard time with brokers that I've been working with. And some of them are pretty picky. They will always check your MC. And I encourage you guys who carriers to always check brokers' MC, even though you already signed up with these specific brokers, because brokers are getting really, really sneaky now as we speak. Some brokers are going out of business, but they still want to hang around to use 1 or 2 carriers to move their load, so they don't get to pay them, right? So you guys want to be careful on that, and that's one of the reasons I'm making this video. So if you already signed up with a broker, you know, when you see the low on the logo coming from that specific broker, right, the broker will no longer ask you for things like you know, certificate, insurance, whatever, because you're already in the broker system, right? So if you move a low for that broker maybe a week ago, and you see another low posting coming from that same broker, you definitely want to check that broker MC on your factoring company or DAT to make sure that broker still has a credit together, because overnight that specific broker could go out of business, because shipper are moving towards carriers, and also some of these brokers from overseas, they are charging cheaper. So therefore they are able to take contract away from American brokers who charging higher price, right? So shipper want to keep the cost of shipping very low, so therefore they are giving us contract to carriers and some of this overseas broker who charging cheap, right? So I want to warn you guys, even if you already work with this broker before, always check the broker MC. The reason I mention that is that brokers that I already moved low for them, when Amazon took away my Reader account due to my high safety score, because my out of service is the main thing. So these same brokers, even though they know me, I moved low for them multiple times, okay? But they will still check my MC to see what is going on with me. If I have insurance or whatever, they will still check that, because brokers don't want to lose anything. So therefore, we as a carriers, we have to be very smart. Even if you know this broker, you're having dinner together, always check his MC number. Make sure that he is not out of business. Because if you don't do that, you move a low, what will happen? If you go submit that to your factoring company, they, oh no, we can't because the broker's credit score is bad. Like I said, that credit score could go bad overnight, right? Amazon took away my Reader account. I wasn't able to book low from Amazon anymore. Brokers were giving me a hard time. Thanks for the FMCSA, every 6 months or so, they get to update your score, right? So they updated my score back in July, right? As we speak right now, it's September 9, 2023. So back in July, my safety score got really good, you know. So I didn't reapply or anything. Because at the end of the day, I know for sure Amazon's never been my first choice anyway. You guys see me, I'm going all over the place. I'm an OTR person. I love being OTR because I like to go everywhere. As we speak right now, I'm 2 hours something away from my house. I'm going home. So I'm an OTR guy, you know, and that's one of the reasons I encourage you guys who, you know, getting into this business. You want to, you know, get all the experience that you can get from being over the road. Build all the relationship with brokers and maybe get yourself some shipper and things like that. Amazon need to be your second option. All right, Amazon never been my first option anyway. You know, it used to be really useful for me. You guys can see over here, I already have access to the logo. It was very useful. Like I say, it's always like my plan B. Let's say, for example, I take a load somewhere, you know, and I drop it out on a Friday, and I'm looking for a load to get out of there. If I don't get a load in that specific location, then I open my relay logo and I kind of like extend my deadhead to like 200 miles to see if within that 200 miles there's an Amazon location in that area. Then I drive to go out there and move 1 or 2 loads over the weekend until Monday. Then I'm able to maybe continue with my what you might call OTR thing, right? Try to get yourself an ELD. Okay, get yourself an ELD. If you're going to be doing Amazon over 150 miles from your location, you need to be connecting to the ELD. All right, make sure you get an ELD, because this DOT officer, they don't play, man. If they pull you over and you're going over 150 miles from your location and you're not connecting to the ELD, they can pull you out of service. All right, so that's one of the things I want to let you guys know. And being out of service, you don't want to have out of service on your DOT. All right, if you're getting pulled out of service 1, 2, 3 times, brokers will refuse you low. If you're doing Amazon full time, Amazon will take away your Amazon account. And also insurance. All right, your insurance premium will go up really, really high, guys. I'm telling you. All right, it might not go high within the same year because you already get your premium for that whole year, right? So the following year, if the insurance have to renew your policy, then they're gonna run your background, which is your driving record, your company history, and all that stuff. If they see a lot of out of service on your DOT, boom, they're gonna jack up your price. So I want to let you guys know, if you're over the road, use your cruise control. Do not be speeding, especially if you're driving a box truck or a semi truck. I see some of these semi truck driving. They're driving this semi truck that they're driving a Corvette. You guys got to be careful, because whatever happens is going to go to the company, and you, on the other hand, you're going to go work for a different company, right? But what you're doing here is that you're putting that other company into trouble. All right, but one of the good things that I honestly like about the new FMCS system, I don't know if they're already applying that now, is that when you got pulled out of service, driver, they are getting fined now anywhere from $300 to $1,000. So if you don't want to be paying that money, you need to watch your speed. So as a driver, you want to watch your speed the way you drive over the road, because FMCSA, they're going to fine you from $300 to $1,000. I don't know if they're already, you know, using a system now, but I would be really, really happy if they have that. In that way, drivers going to watch the way they drive, because at the end of the day, when they get pulled out of service, if it's not speeding, they're going to go on their license. What happened? The company, the one who take the hit. So I think they need to even bring in more rules that will force driver to behave over the road, right? I appreciate everything that drivers doing out there, but don't get me wrong. They got some drivers in this business, they just don't care because the company don't belongs to them, things like that, right? So company, you're gonna get fined from $600 to $2,000, and driver gonna get fined from $300 to $1,000 or so. So as a driver, once again, you want to watch your speed, watch the way you drive, so you don't get to pay that $1,000 in the future. All right, you guys be safe out there. I just wanted to let you guys know what could go wrong in order for Amazon to take away your relay account, your safety score, your out of service, specifically out of service. You don't want that out of service. It's a big red flag for insurance. It's a big red flag for brokers. It's a big red flag. Even shipper. There are some shippers that want to see a DOT inspection. So when you're brand new, the moment your MC go active, you definitely want to make sure that all your paperwork and your ELD is okay. Go to the weigh station and tell the DOT officer you need a DOT inspection. So the DOT officer will check your vehicle, your paperwork, your ELD. If you're all good, then they will pass you for inspection, and that will go on your DOT, you know, and it will also help take your insurance down and things like that. And when the shipper want to give you low, they will also look to see if you have a DOT inspection and things like that. So you guys who new, you want to keep that in mind. But this is your boy from Africa. I'm just few hours away from home. I'm going home, all right, to spend the weekend with the family, and then Monday, I got a load on the truck that dropping off in Chicago anyway. So yeah, that's all I want to let you guys know. Your boy from Africa, my goal is to share information with you guys and make sure that you guys don't get in trouble, because a lot of guys who trying to mentor most of you guys, you know, they are focused on Amazon because they don't have a lot of OTR experience. So my goal is to share all my little experience over the road with you guys. You guys stay safe. Once again, your boy from Africa, man. I ain't got any issue with anybody, so guys always protecting me. I was having a really hard time with some of my brokers refusing me loans and stuff like that, but God is great, you know. I manage. I got my Amazon relay. Like I said, I didn't even do anything. I guess they automatically, you know, I don't know. All these things is connected. Amazon is connected now to the DOT, you know, system and everything like that to see what each carriers are doing and things like that. So if they look at my safety score is good, they just automatically unlock my account. I didn't even ask them. Like I said, it wasn't my first option anyway, so I see no reason going to them to beg them to give me my Amazon account. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. So I just wanted to share that little moment with you guys. But yeah, I'm excited. I got it back because it's definitely going to help when I get stuck somewhere over the weekend and things like that. And also, we're in September, so pretty soon we're going to be in peak season, which is the holiday season, October, Halloween, and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So it's a really good moment to get back my Amazon account, you know, so I'm pretty excited. I wanted to share that with you guys. For now, guys, I'm going home to my family, man. I guess I will see you guys in the next video, man. Your boy from Africa. I'm out here, keep the hustle going, you know. This business is not for people who comfortable being home. You know, I know some guys who owns like a 2022 box truck. They can barely even make that payment. The reason to that is that they spend more time being home than over the road. It's not going to work out like that. If you're the type of person who loves being home, then stay away from this business because you're not going to be making money at all. But I will see you guys in the next video, man. Peace and love.